Welcome to this episode of the People Dividend. I'm Mike Horne, your host, and I first want to say Happy New Year to you. Happy 2025. We're in the first full week of January now, and I wanted to take this time, since we're at episode 160, to reflect on season 7 of the People Dividend podcast, and also to reflect on the launch of my new book, The People Dividend: Leadership Strategies for Unlocking Employee Potential, which was released in November. So please be sure to go out to Amazon. You can find the podcast on Amazon, the People Dividend podcast, as well as the book, The People Dividend: Leadership Strategies for Unlocking Employee Potential, available for sale on Amazon. I'd appreciate if you drop me a like if you're listening on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen. And certainly, if you pick up a copy of the book, I'd love you to leave a review. So here we are as we step into this new year and into the first week of January 2025. It seems that it's the perfect time to reflect on what occurred during season 7. And to give you an update on the release of the book. You know, the reason I run these seasons, essentially first half of the year and the second half of the year. So we've gone from episode 150, which started in July 16th after the U.S. Independence Day holiday, and ran through today's episode, the January 7th episode, 2025. So here we are, 150 to 175 episodes. I'm not sure why I said 160 at the beginning, but 175 episodes, depending on how you count. Season 8, and the reason I say depending on how you count is because at the beginning of the year in 2023, we relaunched the counting of the podcast to reflect its transition to the People Dividend. Anyway, all of that, I'm so grateful for your listens and for your purchases, and let me take a little more time to reflect on these events. We had the privilege of in season 7 of having Dr. Nicole F. Roberts. So she talked about the power of generosity, the profound impact of personal relationships and team dynamics, and also Adam Weber, who followed up with his transformative insights into human-centered leadership. I also really enjoyed Dr. Stephen Stein. I'd encourage you to go back if you're interested in emotional intelligence. He's got a great take on that. Remember Kevin Schmidt from the former Harley-Davidson executive, guiding us through the intricacies of amplifying your brand, leveraging authenticity. And also Dr. Matt Zakreski on neurodivergence, an episode which I think so many of you will benefit from. Certainly I did, on the importance of nurturing inclusive and supportive environments for all. You know, as the season moved forward, we also had Kevin Wilkins, who challenged us to think about business goals with greater societal impact. Delphia Howes, a powerful lesson on building inclusive workplaces. John Talmeyer, giving us innovative strategies on leadership transformation. And of course, nearly ending the season with Fred Miller and Judith Katz talking about The Power of Agency, their new book, also released in November. So, all of these conversations that we had on the People Dividend, they enrich our understanding, but they also really contributed to the book, The People Dividend, which has, I believe, is an extension from Integrity by Design, my first book, now with my sophomore book, The People Dividend. So many of these conversations all benefit. They feed into the concepts we're discussing about building workplaces with greater dignity, kindness, and respect. And, how do we unlock potential? How do we get people to bring more of who they are? This is what we've been talking about, leveraging our differences, leveraging community in organizations. So I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to have so many great guests, which blend into my research and leadership in executive and organization development. I want to take, as we start 2025 and we launch into a series of guests through July, I want to take a moment and thank each of you for being part of the journey. Your enthusiasm, your feedback, and your support are really fundamental to both the evolution of the People Dividend podcast and the continuing work we're doing with ideas articulated in the People Dividend book. So I'm excited to continue our conversations in season 8. Again, I just encourage you, at the beginning of the year, if you're feeling generous, pick up a copy of the book, drop some likes on the podcast, visit me on LinkedIn. So until the next episode, let's keep exploring, let's keep leading, and thank you for joining me in unlocking the immense potential within all of us. It's been a great season 7. I'm really looking forward to season 8 with you. And until the next episode of the People Dividend, stay well.